Grown adults sleep outside on pavements for this. People quit their job for this. Someone painted a giant portrait of Cenat and carried it to the queue. Someone else poured milk on their own head. A girl shook her backside as her entire audition. NFL player showed up. The police had to shut it down in Atlanta because it got too dangerous. And Lamar Jackson was there. There is Streamer University too. And it was one of the most unhinged things the internet has ever produced in years. So for anyone who missed the first one, Streamer University is Cenat's event where he picks a mix of big names and small unknown creators and puts them all together for a streaming event. The idea is genuinely good. Small streamers get exposure, collabs happen, career get launched overnight. The first one worked pretty well. So when Cenat announced Streamer University in 2026, the internet absolutely lost its mind. Thousands of people applied. Thousands more decided that just applying was not enough. They needed to show up in person to the audition in New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta, and what followed was one of the greatest displays of collective delusion the internet has ever produced. So announced the in-person audition with about 1 day's notice, and people lost their minds. In New York, people were sleeping outside the building before the sun came up. Some of them had been there since the previous night. One man had water, lifesavers, a book, and a handmade postcard for Kai. He was ready, he was committed, he had absolutely no streaming experience, but he was there. Most of the people in that queue had never streamed a single day in their lives. They just wanted to see Kai. And when they finally got inside, the audition was something else entirely. One girl walked in and immediately started shaking her backside as her entire audition. Kai said denied before she even finished. One guy tried to match Kai's energy by screaming and jumping around. Kai told him to get out multiple times. He did not get out. Someone poured milk on themselves. Someone else just stood there and whispered their name. A woman who had been waiting since 6 in the morning said she used to stream but stopped because she did not want to talk to people. She was auditioning to be a streamer and not talking to people. Peak audition energy. But here is what gets actually funny. While hundreds of people were standing outside in the heat, some of them having quit their own jobs to be there, Kai was letting his friends in through the outside door. Lacey, Tylil, Ron, Marlon, just walking straight in. No queue, no audition, no waiting in the sun for 10 hours, just side door and done. And Lacey, who got in through the side door, then made a TikTok telling the people waiting outside that they should have been networking instead of complaining. The man who rode in a Segway through the back entrance told the people who had been standing in the heat all day that they were not hustling hard enough. I genuinely could not make this up. Now New York was the chaotic, LA was worse, in that there was Atlanta. Atlanta was a different level entirely. It got so out of control that the police themselves shut the whole thing down. And when that happened, people started rushing the doors, trying to break in to a streamer audition. People were fighting. There were clips on TikTok that were too violent to even show on YouTube. Someone made a TikTok called Surviving Streamer University Atlanta. Surviving, like they had been through something. They had been to a Twitch audition. But in Atlanta, it genuinely looked like something. And through all of this, Kai just ended the session, packed up, and left, while hundreds of people were still outside, having waited all day in the heat and for nothing. And then came the actual selections, which caused a whole separate argument, because last year, Kai was very clear, only fan creators were not welcome at the Streamer University. He said it on stream, directly, and multiple times.
Tell me why there are OnlyFans applying. Talking about how they stream. We're not talking about streaming on OnlyFans. You can't get in. Because you a stream. What the f? I had to search that up. I had to search up, can you live stream on OnlyFans? Why do you think you live streaming on OnlyFans is going to make you come into Streamer University? Tacky, thanks for the 10 gifted. Appreciate it. Like, how does that even make sense? You feel me?
And then this year, he accepted a girl from the Bob House, the actual Bob House, who had an OnlyFans, who averaged about 2,000 viewers on Twitch, and people lost their minds. There was a diss track, there were rants, there were a streamer who had been grinding for months with consistent number who did not get selected, while someone who got barely streamed got in. Now to be fair, the data shows that out of over 100 selected streamers, only 3 had OnlyFans, and 50% of those selected average under 200 viewers. So small streamers get opportunities, but when the ones that do not stream get picked over the ones who do, it is hard to argue people did not have a point.
Real quick.
Hi, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Caternado.
Say it so they know.
I'm Caternado.
Caternado.
Yes, hi.
All right.
Hi.
Caternado. Here you go.
Yes.
Have fun. I love the
I will.
outfit.
Thank
you.
you. Yes.
Good.
I have so much school.
And then there was the professor. Kai had announced that Pokemon would be a professor of Streamer University too, which is a big deal, one of the biggest names in streaming, coming to mentor the next generation. Pokemon then posted on Twitter saying she could no longer attend because her grandmother passed away, which is obviously sad and completely understandable. Maya Higa, another professor, also dropped out because she had made a prior commitment to go and help conserve sperm whales. Sperm whales, she could not make Streamer University because she was busy saving sperm whales. So Kai went for having Pokemon and Maya as a professor to not having them at the last minute, which was not ideal. And look, underneath all of the chaos in the side doors and denied audition in the Atlanta Riot and the sperm whales, something genuinely interesting is happening here. Streamer or the new celebrities, that is not an exaggeration. Lamar Jackson showed up to a Twitch audition. Jalen Brown, who makes $60 million a year, applied. Normal people are quitting their jobs for a shot at being noticed by a streamer. That is how big this world has gotten. And Kai Cenat, whatever you think about how he handled all of this, created something that nobody else at his level has bothered to try, a real pathway for real small creators. The data shows 16 people arranging under 25 viewers got selected, people who had been grinding for months with barely even watching. Those people got their moment, and that actually matters. The problem is, when you build something this big, the chaos comes with it, whether you plan for it or not. So to wrap it up, Kai Cenat announced Streamer University 2, people quit their jobs, people slept on pavements, someone painted his portrait, someone poured milk on themselves, a girl shook her backside and got denied, Lacey rode in through the side door on Segway, then told the people outside they were not hustling hard enough. The Atlanta audition got shut down by police, Pokemon dropped out, Maya dropped out to save sperm whales, Lamar Jackson was there, and somewhere in the middle of all of it, real small streamers got a shot they would never have gotten otherwise, which is the whole point, even if the journey to get there was absolutely unhinged. So yeah, that's it guys for the today's video. Let me know what you think about this Kai Cenat Streamer University, and I'll see you in the next video. For now on, peace out.